guys, I'm on a roll. Let's just keep going. I'm waiting for the honey to get home. So welcome back to my channel, Southern Yankee Beauty. I have two beautiful new palettes, new to me, new indie brands. The palettes, I don't know when they came out. This one probably came out in the summer. And these are brands that I had not heard of, but during December, I was watching a lot of indie brand creators and their palette rankings, and they had some brands that came up. One of them is this one. I think this is this Blend Bunny, or this is Angels of Illumination is look at how cool that is. It's got rainbow. I mean, it's really cool. Is the palette, and it's an entire duochrome palette, vegan, paraben, and cruelty free. Oh, Bellabeaute bar, that's what it is. Bellabeaute bar. Blend Buddy is one I want to try this year too, but I've never tried anything from Bellabeaute bar, and this one just looked pretty, and I thought I'd try this one. This is all duochromes, all holochromes, duochromes, like all special shades. I've swatched these three because I was going to wear one this morning, but then I didn't. I ended up going just neutral, but we're going to swatch them all for you today to have you take a look at these. So this is Bellabeaute bar. We'll do this in just a minute. Then I found this. Now this, I don't think I saw any creators do anything with this. This is Sunset Beach. So I didn't see a review. This popped up on my shop app or something, and I was looking at it, and it looks like, now the full price of this one was like $55, but they had it was either $15 or $20 because they had a manufacturer's defect, and basically two shades were in the wrong spot. Like one shade was the wrong color. It had something to do with these shades. One shade was in the wrong spot, like maybe this needs to go here, and this shade was the wrong color. I don't know, but because it was a manufacturer's defect, they couldn't sell it that way, and so they heavily discounted it, and I thought, well, I don't want to spend like $55 on a palette. I don't know their quality. I don't know anything about this brand. I don't know if they're good or bad, but I'll spend $15 to $20 to see if it's a good brand or not. And then, and I will tell you, I've already used this. You can see this like shade here. I used it and I loved it. I used it the other day, and beautiful, beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch these for you, and it's called Sunset Beach. The name of the brand is BMA Cosmetics. It looks like it was a collab, maybe with another creator. I don't know, Deandra, Nicole. She's got 3 E's at the end, so is it Nicole? I don't know. If you know, let me know. It does have talc in it, which I don't love, but it's mica. I would hope that it's sourced and mined ethically. I don't know anything about this brand at all, so you guys let me know if you've heard of this brand, but I will tell you the duochromes in here are something to behold. So let's swatch this. I'm gonna do I've got my thing here. Let me make sure I'm not getting all wet so I can switch my hands. I'm gonna do my swatches here, then I'm gonna wash my hand, and we're gonna do the other one because it's just easier for me to do on this hand. The first shade is called Aruba, and it's a purple beautifulness. Isn't that beautiful? I need to put you guys in airplane mode. Hold on. All right, because I could just feel a call is coming. This next one is Waikiki Beach. This one's more flaky. A lot came off on my finger. I didn't know that, or I would have went in a little bit lighter. So this is like when you're gonna have to press into the skin, and a little bit's gonna go a long way. So that is Waikiki Beach. And that is a hot pink. Really beautiful. All right, next up we have Malibu. This is the one that I did the other day, and this is a beautiful duochrome. Now, it looked orange and green when I swatched it, but I put it over one of these melon shades, and then it looked pink all day. So here it is on my finger, not trying to give you the finger, sorry. See, it looks orange with a green flip, right? If I can find any video, like I think I just did a little snippet when I was wearing it, and I showed it on my eyes. I'll put it up here on the screen so you can see that it looked pink on my eye. So it kind of took on the color that I had put under it, but I love that shade. I think that's probably one of my favorites in the whole palette, but I haven't swatched them all, so I don't know. Then we have Bali next, or Bali, which is like a true gold. Ooh, and flaky. Flaky like our Waikiki Beach one a little bit. Not as flaky as that one, but flaky. And very, very pigmented. Very beautiful. Aren't these shades something else? All right, so now we're going to the row of mattes. Let me clean my fingers off. We're gonna get this row of mattes. And keep in mind, mine has 2 shades that are wrong because this was a defect palette, but I wanted to try the quality of it. I didn't really care, and I liked the shades that were in there. So this is St. Lucia. This is in the purple row that would kind of match here. I think that was their MO with this palette, or like kind of how they set it up. So you can kind of see that you go down, and that's how you create your looks, but you don't have to do that. So this looks a little patchy swatching, but I don't know if that's, purples are hard, and it looks like it's got a tinge of like pink in it, doesn't it? It's purple, but when you blend it out, you're gonna see like a little pink. So that's kind of interesting. All right, then these are the 2 shades that are not correct in here. Nasu and Fiji. So Nasu looks like a corally reddy shade. Let's see what it swatches like. A corally reddy shade is what it's swatching like as well. And it does, that's gonna stain. You can see it stained my finger just from doing that swatch, and so did the purple. So that's okay. All right, next is Fiji, which looks like, oh, so these are very powdery. It's picking up quite a bit, and then it just like threw a whole bunch down. So I'm not sure about how I feel about the mattes at this point. We'll have to see when we play with it. Very impressed with the shimmers though, but that's a beautiful shade too. Kind of like a darker version of a Pepto-Bismol pink, right? So, but those are the 2 shades that were wrong in there in the palette. Then we have Maui, and Maui does look like a more orange leaning coral, where the other one was like a red coral. This definitely looks more orange, and we'll see the difference in the swatches, I'm sure. Yeah, this definitely has more orange in it. Very nice. Okay, so those are the only mattes in here. Now we're going back into shimmers. This is Pfeiffer Beach, and this is in the purple row. Look at this on my finger. So it looks green there, but when I look at it, it's like purple. And let's see if I can get it to show in the mirror. So here it is. So you can saw it here. It was like green, okay? And you can kind of see it there. And it's, if I can get it in here, I'll show you. Okay, see where my finger is? Right here. I'm not good at this. I'm trying to show you. I want to show you that. Oh, there we go. You can see the green there and kind of the purple right there. Hopefully that's helpful. So let's swatch Aru. This is Pfeiffer Beach. This one is very interesting because it's got like a gray base to it. It's got a darker base. You can see the purple, and then you can see the green. Very, very interesting. Very like a mauvey purple, and then if you turn it a certain way, you're gonna see the green. Well, now it doesn't wanna reflect right now, but you did see it, I hope, in the mirror. All right, then we have Santa Monica. This looks like a very nice metallic. It also is a duochrome, so it's showing. I'll show you this in the thing too. It looks kind of orange right here, but it's purple, kind of mauvey color in the pan. See, oh yeah, there you go. This is another one of those flaky type shades. That's not my favorite formula. You really got to press that onto the lid, but it's pretty. So if I show it to you this way, hopefully, how did I do that last time? This way? Okay. I don't know if it's gonna show, but it's the shade right here. It's orange. There we go. You can see, now you can see it's orange there and red there, and that is exactly what the shade looks like in person as well. It turns from like a mauve to an orange, like a rosy shade to like an orangey shade. Then we have Orange Beach, which I don't know if this is a duochrome. It might just be like a metallic or a satiny, like a metallic, I think. This looks very orange. Like a red orange. Very pretty. Yeah, that one is not as shiny as these other ones here, and it's not really a duochrome. And then we have Santorini, which looks like a beautiful corally orange, like a much lighter orange, really pretty. Also looks like it has a gold flip to it. And it does. And this is the type of formula I like, where it's very smooth. So this formula is very flaky. This one was flaky. This one's flaky, and you can see the texture. This one is very smooth. This one's very smooth. This one is also very smooth, but it's like a putty consistency, and this one was smooth. So there are our shades. It's very warm leaning, but absolutely gorgeous, and I'm very excited to create some fun looks with this, or to use this in addition to other palettes, because I was not as much worried about these mattes, but we'll test them out. I more was interested in the duochromes and the special shades in here. And for 15 or 20 bucks, you're never going to find another palette with that many duochromes and special shades for that low price. So I'll link it so that you guys can pick it up if you want to. Okay. So I'm going to go wash my hand, and we're going to do the Bellabeaute bar, Angels of Illumination coming. Okay, I did have some staining with that. It was like a scrub-a-thon to get those top two shades off, those shimmers, and then there was one on the bottom that stained. So use a primer and use a like NYX glitter glue or something if you're going to use those, because they're going to stain. Okay, so this is a little bit out of my comfort zone. I might have gotten this because maybe the price was better. I don't know. Each one of these pops out. The reason I swatched these two is they looked the same to me, and I thought maybe they made a mistake. And I just swatched it very gently. You can see the little dip in them. They looked almost alike. Like, I feel like they could have done a little bit more of a contrast with those two. But this is a little bit more out of my comfort zone, because look at all these blues and greens. Now, the turquoisey blues are a little bit better for me than these darker ones, but if they're duochromes or holochromes or whatever, they may still work beautifully. But we're going to go in and I'll tell you what the names are. Can you see they've got this here? So this one, let me just show you. You stick your nail in it and they very easily come out, okay? So, and it looks like I stuck something else in this one, but I didn't. That is just part of the duochrome colors that are showing through. So it's, well, there it is right there on my finger. It's a flaky one. So they do pop out. So I do want to be very careful because it's magnetic, but they do kind of come out easy. So I'm going to go through from top to bottom. So we're going to start on this blue row first. And this first one is called Flash. And it looks like a gorgeous turquoise. And it is. And it's not a super powerful one. I actually kind of like it. Let's see if we can build it up. I just took a little bit because I don't know this formula yet. So that's kind of a lighter turquoise shade, but it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And there's a lot left on my finger as well. Okay. Now we're going into Brilliance, which is a darker turquoise. And this one looks like a duochrome with turquoise to maybe green, like a lime green. So here it is on my finger. Oh, there it looks like a periwinkle blue. That is not what it looks like in pan. That's this shade right here. You can see right there. And it does look like it's going to shift some. We'll see. Because here it looks totally different than what I thought it was going to look like. Okay. These are nice. Nothing special. They're kind of sheer so far. I think they're going to be beautiful on the eye, but and they're pretty. But, and again, they are leaving quite a bit left behind. Now we're going into Radiance. It just looks like maybe this palette, they had a little bit, oh, this one's really flaky. Hold on. I got too much. It looks like they have too many of the same shade tones is what I'm thinking in this one. So this is Radiance. And yeah, you got to this is one of those super flaky ones. This is like a baby blue. And again, it's still kind of sheer. There, and it's got a pink flip. Can you see that? I don't know how well you're going to see it, but there's a little bit of like a baby pink flip to that. So hopefully you can see. And this one's turning too. You can see a green in here. Very pretty. Okay, the next one is like a purple one called Polarized, and it's green and purple. So I'm looking at this one here. So let's see what you can see here. If I can flip the thing, it's like purple to green. There's the green, and there's the purple. Green and purple, this one we're looking at. Okay, so that's interesting, and I know I don't do good pinky swatches. Okay, this feels like a formula I like. This is one of those really smooth formulas right here. So it looks, I don't know how many different formulas are in here, but this is one of those good ones. Ooh, and it's beautiful. Man, I wish I had a bigger finger for this swatch. Ooh, that's giving me like ocean mermaid vibes. Let me see if I can get a bigger, let me clean my fingers and get a bigger swatch, because y'all know if I do swatches, my fingers, my pinky's fingers, they're just so tiny. Even when I go get my nails done, they always laugh. They're like, oh, your finger too tiny. Who with a tiny finger? And I'm like, I know. It's just like tiny, tiny, tiny. Like my nail bed is even, well, that's not my real nail, it's acrylic, but my nail bed's like super small too. Okay, so let's just get a better one of this, because this is a gorgeous shade. This is my favorite shade I've swatched so far from this palette. There it is. And you can really see that lavender shift, that really beautiful green and lavender. I could totally see a purple green eye with this. That'll probably be the first look I do with this, because this is stunning. I say that, but I don't really know. All right, now we're going into the darker violet blues, the second row right here. All right, so the first shade is Mimic. Also, let me know in the comments if you like seeing swatch videos. I love them. I love them so much, especially when there's special shades like this. So this is the shade Mimic. I could watch these kind of videos all day. Like some people can watch declutters all day. I could watch people swatching eyeshadows. That's beautiful. So that is, to me, just looks kind of violet, but it does, I don't know. It's got something else in it. Like it's got a blue and purple and maybe a little bit of like silver and pink in there. I don't know. I'm still stuck on this one. They just leave a kind of a mess on your finger, like all the shadow doesn't come off, but, and that one's gonna stain. You can see, got a purple base. All right, next up is Starlight. I like the names of it. This one looks pretty too. This is a little bit more flaky and soft. This is one of those ones you're gonna have to really press on. You can see how flaky it is. That's an interesting one. It looks like it's got like a really weird undertone to it. Let's try it again and see if we get a little bit more coverage. Maybe I sheared it out too much. Like it had a yellow undertone to it, right? So weird. You can see the blue. Definitely not what I was expecting. So when you look in the pan, here it is, okay? So see the shift of purple? It's got blue. I'm gonna move my finger so you can see what we're looking at. It's blue here and it's purple in the mirror. Hopefully that is helpful. Okay, so next we have Dazzle, which looks like a beautiful baby blue and it looks like it also has green in it. It's really pretty. Oh, that's a pretty shade. Oh, yeah, definitely has a green tint to it. I like that baby blue shade though, but it's, hold on. I'm trying to get a good swatch here because it's so flaky and you really have to press it. You're gonna have to warm it up and press it into your skin. You can see how flaky they are. And I don't really love that. And I got like baby fuzz on my arm. So like if I had, maybe need to shave my arm for swatches. I don't know. That is sheer. That's more like a topper shade. Really pretty. I think you're going to see the color more when you put it over a matte. Let's look in the mirror here and see if it shifts. So I'm going to put my finger to it so you can see it in the mirror. Yes. So, oh, it's blue and purple. And it's got a little bit of green to it, but I'm not seeing a shift as much in this one. But you can kind of see the green there. It's there. It's just light. Okay. Time for finger cleaning. All right. Next one in this is the last one in this row is called Luster, which looks like a very chunky one as well. And it looks purple and blue. And maybe pink. I don't know. This is luster. But this is a chunky monkey as well. I like the smoother duochromes. I'm not a big, huge fan. This is pretty though. I think these are going to be pretty on the eye. I guess I don't want to judge it too harshly yet until we get it on the eye, but it does have a little bit of a pink flip, and not exactly what I was thinking, because when you look at it in the pan, it's really dark. Okay, so it's right here. It's dark on my finger, but then when I swatched it, it's not that dark. And I actually like that the blues are not that dark. I mean, there's the one that's really dark, but I'm not a huge blue fan, but this one has pink, and I'm wondering with somebody with blue eyes if these shades, this almost looks gray, like might bring out, like, if that might work better with blue eyes. Because, you know, blue's not always my friend, but if I mix it with like a other colors like brown and then I have a little bit of blue, I can get away with wearing it. And certain shades of blue will look good on my eyes, but my eyes are kind of like a pretty bright blue. Sometimes they look gray depending on what I'm wearing. Sometimes they look like aqua. Sometimes they look blue, like a deep blue. You just never know. All right, these are the two that I think look the same, so I'm going to swatch them kind of side by side. We have Moonlight and Gleam. Moonlight and Gleam. And even on my fingers, I feel like they look exactly the same. I did pop these out to see if, like, this might have like a blue shift and this might have like, it looks like it might have like a silver shift. I don't know, to see if maybe they made a mistake. But no, they have the right names on the back, but they just looked like this one definitely has more blue in it. And like when I look on the side of me, it's like, can you see that? They're kind of like mauve-y looking. I don't know. We'll see. And you can see how flaky, so you really need to press them in. All right, so there is, that's pretty. That one is Moonlight, and then this one is Gleam. Let's see if they make a difference here. All right, this one looks more purple so far. Yep. So this one looks like an orangey red mauve and like with a silver sheen, and this one is more purple with like a bluish sheen. Let's see if we can do this one, these two in the mirror. So my fingers here so you can see in the mirror. I'm getting the hang of this, figuring it out. Okay, yeah, you can kind of see in the mirror they do have a different tone to them, but when you look at them head on, not so much. So, all right, there we go. There's that. Now we have this glow shade. Oh, let's just finish that swatch there, and here. All right, now we have the glow shade, which looks like a beautiful, bright, vibrant like violet blue with a blue shift. This is the shade Glow. This is more, it's got chunks too, but it's not as chunky, and that is definitely more like of a magenta, pinky purple. And it definitely has a blue shift. I'm trying to blend out those chunks. Yeah, it almost looks pink with a purple blue shift. Like a lilac shift is what it has. It's like a mauve tone, but it's got like a lilac color or lavender shift. Really pretty. These shades are beautiful. Just got to work with them a little bit. And then we have, I can't read this one. Transform. They had like the ball of, like, I don't know if you guys can see in here, but there's a little eyeball here, but on Transform, it's right in the middle of the word, and I couldn't read it. So we're doing Transform next. The bottom shade is like totally all different shades, and I'm excited about the bottom row. So this is Transform, and we'll see if we can figure out why. I see pink and plum in here on my finger. Oh, we need more, but this one's more, this is not the chunky formula, which I like that it's not chunky. Oh yeah, that definitely has plum, and it has a pink shift to it, and it has little flecks of gold in there as well. Really beautiful. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to shave my arm for swatches. Does anybody else do that? Because I think I need to. Just do an arm shave. I've never done an arm shave before, but I will for you friends. I will. All right. So now we're going to the bottom row, and I really need to clean my fingers because I'm going into that white shade, which is called Luminescence, which I thought would be like an ice crystal, like good for like a winter, like that winterberry look one I did, or like a cold makeup look, and it will, but it's very white with pink and blue, and it's very, again, chunky monkey. Okay, let's just get it on and then we'll figure it out. It's got green, blue, pink, and there it is on the finger. Still a lot of chunks on my finger though. Yeah, these are very messy shades. You're gonna need to use a glitter glue with them. I don't know if you can see how pink it is on my finger versus on my hand, on my arm there. Oh, I'm getting stuff all over me. All right, this one I like a lot too. This is called Sunlight. I feel like this shade I'll probably use quite a bit. This would be a really nice shade for people with green eyes or blue eyes, even brown eyes, because it's like a marigold yellow and then it's got like a green shift to it. Really beautiful. You can see that one pretty good. I like them. I like the consistency and like the formula of that one too. All right, next one is like a coral and gold. It's called Shape Shift. This would be very similar to some of the ones in the other one that we just swatched. Yep, that's a beautiful formula too. So it's got, you can see the gold, very simple right there in the middle, and then a beautiful bright coral. What a pretty one for like summertime. And then our last one, I'm down to my pinky again. Let me clean my hands off. We're gonna not use that. This last one I think I'm gonna like too. This is called Perception. And it looks mauve and gold. Oh yes. Here it is on my finger. You can see the gold, you can see the mauve. Oh, I think I'm gonna like this one too. Oh yes. I do have a chunk, right? Oh, I got a chunk of the other one in there, but there's a chunk right here. Can you see that? Well, it just fell. Anyway, there we go. You can see the, anyway, I turn it, you can see that gold shift and that beautiful tone that it has. That's from the other one. So pretty. I will say the shades are beautiful, aren't they? They are so, so, so beautiful. So here they all are again. And again, this one was from the Bellabeaute bar, which is an indie brand, and I guess an up-and-coming brand. I don't know how old this palette is. I'll link this for you as well. All right, friends, so you need to tell me like which palette you liked the best, which swatches you liked the best. Let me know if you've ever tried either one of these brands. So we have Bellabeaute bar and then MBA. When did I do that? I've been talking to you since the beginning because that was like one of the first shades. Oh, Lordy. Tell me, friends. Don't let me walk around like that. You gotta tell a girl. I'm one of those girls, like if you have lettuce in your teeth or food in your teeth, I'm gonna tell you. Immediately I'm gonna tell you because I would totally appreciate it if you would tell me. I do not want to walk around like that, and I feel like 90% of people, maybe 98% of people want you to tell them. They don't want to walk around like that. Comment down below just for fun. Are you somebody who will tell people if there's something in their teeth, number one, or on their face, or something that's not supposed to be there? Will you tell them? And do you want people to tell you? Let's just take a little quick poll. All right, so let me know your thoughts. Did you like this palette better, or where is it? Or this palette better? So let's take a look at this color story again. This was the Sunset Beach. Remember, this is super affordable, and you get all these really fun shades. And I thought the difference in the colors, I mean, they're very all warm, but you got your purples, you've got your oranges, your pink, you have a gold in there, coral, and then you've got this purple and mauve and reddish tones. So I like this. If you like a warm palette, I think you'll like that, and you definitely are going to like the price. And then this one definitely has a lot more different greens and blues. You've got your purple row too, and then this row is kind of like an outlier row. You've got a light one, you've got this one that looks like a marigold yellow on your arm. I mean, I like the formula of the bottom shades in here the best, but once you swatch them out, they're all beautiful. And I still love this color. I cannot wait to create a look with a couple of these shades. So anyway, that is it. I'm glad I did this as a separate video because what a mess. And also I probably took way too long and it would have made my Ipsy video like super long. So I am very glad that I did this as a separate video. And let me know if you do like the swatches, if you like swatch videos. Because if you do with some of these special ones or even other ones, I try to show you swatches when I'm using a new palette, but I don't always. But if you like seeing swatch videos, let me know. Also, Sunset MBA Cosmetics also had this. I don't know if it was a free gift, but it was a little eyebrow and brush and what looks to be like a packer brush right there to put those special shades on your lid. Should we put a special shade on the lid? Should we? Should we? You know what? Why not? I'm wearing blue and it's the end of the night. Let's put that shade I like, that blue shade, over these brown shades. I'm wearing Natasha Denona. It's almost all off. I need a nude. But let's put that fun shade on my lids just for fun. And let's bring you beautiful babes in. All right, so that was called, oh shoot, I gotta count. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the fourth one. It's called Polarized. And this one, yes. Can you say, well, yeah, I still have shade. It might not be a true, because I still have some sparklies on my lid and but oh, oof, I like this. I like this a lot. Oh gosh, it is like, it's stunning. That is like just an absolutely stunning shade. Now I have another shade under it and you know stuff, so it's not going to be as beautiful as if I did it with nothing under it, but I mean, it's good. Let me clean it up with this little brush that came. There's our eyebrow brush. I needed a new one of those anyway because mine doesn't look so good anymore. All right, I'm gonna use this just to shape a little bit. I don't know if this will pick up on the brush because it's a little crumbly in here. This came with the other palette. Yeah, it's not like picking up really on the brush, so I think these shadows that are in here are maybe a little too, they're like putty like, they're a little too soft to use the brush, this brush. They definitely will work better with the palette it came with. I was going to just try to shape it a little bit, but it's not going to be something you're going to be able to use a brush really with. Maybe once you get it on there you might be able to move it around a little bit, but it's there's a chunk again. You kind of lose a lot of product with this palette because you got to like get the chunk on your face and then you've got to blend it. I don't care for this shade though. I mean, this is beautiful. Look at that. Oh, so pretty. What do you think? Okay, friends, well, there we are. So I can't wait to hear what you think. Comment down below. I'll see you all in the next video.